Hello everybody, John T here giving you another video here. This video is going to be about my natal chart. Most of you, I'm pretty sure all of you who know me, there's a few of you that know, not many, my natal chart, and it's critical. It's critical to know my natal chart in order to understand who I am, because if one knows my natal chart, one will know the energies that are inside of me. And then when I say something, anything, anybody can say, oh, that energy is Pluto in the first house. You know, Pluto in the first house or Uranus in the first house. I have 7 planets in my first house, which is my personality, which is my body, which is about myself. So I keep talking about myself because I got 7 planets in my first house. It's like that's all I'm going to do. I'm not ever going to change that. And my personality and myself is going to be affecting everything in my life, including all of my jobs. And I'm going to be going through all my jobs in this video with the natal chart, because a lot of people don't understand why I say the things I do, and they're surprised, which is Uranus. We are in the square of Cupertilla. It's the morning. Now it's about almost 10:30. I just had breakfast. I had a wonderful waffle. Actually, I had the best waffle I've had in my whole entire life. Yesterday I had it, and then I had it this morning too because it was so good. I had a frappe metro with sugar and milk, and I also had fresh squeezed orange juice. This is beautiful over here. Look at that mountain over there. You know why I'm here? Does anyone can guess why I'm here in Greece? Because God blesses me. Yeah, the divine, the creator of the whole entire universe, has put blessings in my life. And this blessing is being here right now. So I'll try to get through my whole chart. And if I don't, big fucking deal. As I said, this video is for people who love astrology and people who know the language of astrology. If people do not know the language of astrology, I'll explain it to them what each planet and each sign and house means. I'll explain it in easy to understand language. A small child would be able to understand this. A small child, let's say 12 years old, you know? And if I go through this and somebody, my Venus is telling me to shut up, and my Jupiter is telling me to shut up right now, because I want to say something stupid. And my Venus and Jupiter in the first house is telling me, John, don't go there. People get the point. So I'm not going to go there. I'm a Virgo sun. My house of Virgo is the first house because I'm a Virgo rising as well. The rising sign changes every 2 hours. Every 2 hours, I was born at 7:28 a.m. If you're born between 6 and 8 o'clock in the morning, then whatever your sun sign is, that's your rising sign. Okay, so my sun was in Virgo, and I was born at 7:28 a.m. in New Brunswick, New Jersey. Anybody can look at my chart in any calculator, and you'll see it. You'll see my whole thing. I suggest using whole signs. If you want to use another chart system like Placidus or Equal or Koch, don't do it. I mean, you can, but you're not going to get accurate results. I've found over the years, whole signs is the best one to use. It's one of the most original. It's the original whole sign system. It's the original house system. So there we go. There's my sun in Virgo in the first house, which makes me a rising Virgo is a very analytical energy. Virgo's a very analytical energy. It's a calculating energy. It's very critical. It looks at things as good and bad, and it puts things in categories good and bad. If you think about Virgo and the season of Virgo, it's the harvest. You know, the Virgin. The Virgin collects the wheat. You see her with the chaff of wheat. And what Virgo? I was born during harvesting season. Basically, I look at for good and bad, good and evil. That's what I look for. That's the main thing that I fucking do. It's the main thing I do is look at good and evil. What's good and what's bad. And you know what I do with the good? I keep it. You know what I do with the bad? I reject it and say, go to fucking hell, bitch. But what I also do with the bad is see if I can recycle it. Like the garbage truck behind me there. You see it over there, the garbage truck? That's what I do. I recycle shit. And there's a lot of shit in my life all the time. Every day I get shit in my life. And I try to recycle it and try to use it for good. That's what Virgos do. We recycle things. It's a great energy to have, but it's also a cold-hearted energy. You know, it's cold-hearted. It looks at facts. It says "fuck you" to emotions. It's like, what? I'm getting an emotion? Ugh! Big fucking deal, an emotion. Like an emotion's gonna change me. Fuck that shit. We look at cold hard facts as Virgos. We look at cold hard facts. We're analytical, as I said. We dissect things to the smallest degree. If we have a watch like this, we break it down into small pieces to see how it works and how it ticks, and then put it back together again. That makes us satisfied. We like to see how people tick, how others tick. Okay? And the next sign is Libra. And Libra is the judge and the fairness and all that other stuff. But Virgo's not about that. Virgo's about the trial. Okay? When you're with a Virgo, you're on trial every single time. You're on fucking trial. And I'm the fucking judge, jury, and executioner. And I could see that you're gonna be guilty or not guilty. That's Virgo energy right there. And I got 7 planets in Virgo. So I'm like full of this shit. And I'm a great judge of character. Moon is the next one. Moon is about emotions. My emotions are in Virgo, which is great for me because having emotions in Virgo means that the emotions are minimized. They're not important to me. My emotions are not fucking important to me. They are important, but they're not like all the way up there. You know, I don't like this. My emotions can change me. Okay, I'm not saying they can't change me, but I don't weight them. I don't weight them like really high. I see that they can be influenced by another entity, which is Satan, and other people try to change my emotions, and sometimes it's successful, and I get really angry. And one other thing about Virgo energy, for me, is my Virgo is at 1 degree, 1 degree Virgo. My sun is at 1 degree, so that makes me, because I was born on the 24th of August, which is the beginning of Virgo season, that makes me a Leo Virgo. And being a Leo Virgo, I'm like a Virgo with Leo tendencies. So I like to be in the spotlight only a little bit. But now that I'm getting older and I'm kind of retiring, and I've learned, another thing a Virgo does is they learn a lot of information. All they do is like read books and watch videos and gather information so they can determine what's good and what's bad. I've read so many books, I've taken so many classes, I've learned so many things about so many subjects. That's why I tell you about what I tell you about. Yeah, Leo Virgo is a great energy. One thing about Leo Virgo is Leo is the sun. Here, let me show you where the sun is. Right? Can you see the sun up there? Yeah, that's the sun. Leo is the sun, and Virgo is the earth. Now, I want everyone to use this and try to figure out, how do you combine the sun and the earth? What would you get? Can anyone figure it out? I'll give you a few seconds. It's not that hard to figure out. I'll give you the hint. The sun is hot and the earth is cold. I'll give you another hint. You see that mountain over there? You see that mountain? Imagine it was a volcano. Okay, imagine that mountain was a volcano. Can I figure it out now? No? You must not be so smart. Most people can figure it out. Some people, not most. Most people are not that smart. Most people are pretty stupid. That's okay. You know, you can teach stupid people, they can learn to be smarter people if they're open-minded. Okay? But before being open-minded, they need to be honest. You need to be honest first. You have to have somebody who's honest hates lies. If you love lies, you're going to be stupid forever. For the rest of your life, you're going to be a stupid piece of shit if you love lies, if you don't love the truth. You need to love the truth first. Then you need to be open-minded. Then you need to have willingness to change. Lava, that's the answer. Okay, lava. Leo Virgo is like lava. And lava comes out of a volcano. And sometimes I can explode and be like a fucking goddamn motherfucking volcano, destroying everything in the world. That's me, Leo Virgo. Does that make more sense now about my personality? Of course it does. But if people just see me on a YouTube video, they're like, oh, look at this guy. But I'm a Leo Virgo. If people understand my astrology, they'd be like, oh, his sun is in his first degree, so he must be a Leo Virgo. Yeah, yeah. It's really simple to understand. Sorry about that. That's my Uranus, the sudden change and awakener. I had to change spots because I was getting too hot. So we're talking about lava. Yeah. Does that make more sense now to everyone in this world about me, that I got lava? I'm a Leo Virgo. Next comes Jupiter. My Jupiter, which is the planet of luck and expansion, which is in Gemini right now. My Jupiter is in Virgo, which is in detriment, which means it's in a bad position. So my luck, if I want it to happen, I need to be creative about the way I do things and the way I say things and the way I go about my life. I need to be creative in my spirituality and everything, because Jupiter is also about spirituality. So that's why it's in detriment. And next comes Mercury, and Mercury for me is in Virgo, which is in domicile and exaltation, which means it's in the best place ever. My Mercury is in the best place. What's my Mercury? It's about my writing, my speaking, my talking, my using words, my using language. Anything that has to do with communication is Mercury. And a lot of people, here comes a zoom in, a lot of people don't understand that Mercury goes through the 3 realms. Yeah, a lot of people don't know we have 3 realms. And I'm going to tell you what they are right now, because I love everybody. I do that through my Mercury, which is the best position to be in. And Mercury is the only planet that can go and travel all 3 realms, because it has winged feet. It has winged feet. And it can go, that's the mythology about it. It can travel through all 3 of those. So what does Mercury do for us? Every single one of us? Well, it rules our thoughts. So all the thoughts, here's something that most people don't know because they're ignorant of the truth, or they haven't known the truth yet. The thoughts that come through our heads, through our minds, the thoughts, okay? They're not ours, okay? That's the trick of Satan, the deceiver. He wants us to believe that all the thoughts that come through our head are ours. They're not. The thoughts can either come from the heavenly realm, from the earthly realm, and if they come from the earthly realm, then they're our thoughts. If they come from below the earthly realm, they're from the devil, the underworld. So, what does this mean? This means that it's critical to filter our thoughts. And what better way to filter than through Virgo? Me! I filter all the bullshit so I can see the truth easily.